starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he...
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Williams on the RPO. Going to get it out to Odunze. It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Williams to the air once more. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Another run here. Another run by Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
A play fake. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. They will run it over center with Swift. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught, and he's in. Durham Smythe, touchdown Bears. That is 1st touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the 2nd-year man, Devon Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Catch made right side by Thomas. Now he's free at the 35. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play for the Panthers. Pickup of 46 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the ground is Achane. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll run with the rookie from Texas, Jonathan Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll try it now with Achane. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his 1st extra point miss of the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. It's 2nd down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
First and 10 now from the 36. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Swift. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is the connection that Bears fans have been dreaming about since these two guys were drafted in this previous spring's draft. I mean, they think they have one of the more formidable young quarterback wide receiver duos in the entire league. Williams, first overall pick. Odunze, number 9. The future looks bright in Chicago.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
Nice first down catch there by Cole Kmet. And Mike, I've had a chance to spend some time with him in Nashville these last couple summers and at our TEU event that I run with George Kittle and Travis Kelce. And for a big body, for a guy who's just a large guy, he can really bend, he can run, he can get in and out of his break. And I think that's a big reason why, as he's continued to develop, he's a very good run blocker, but he's really become that dynamic weapon they thought he would be coming out of Notre Dame just a few years ago.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Before this next drive gets started, I want to tell you what's coming up in primetime here in Week 5. First week of October. Starts tonight with Sunday Night Football. Memories of the 70s sure to come to mind as the Cowboys and Steelers meet. It's in Pittsburgh at 8:20 Eastern. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. It's the Saints against the champion Chiefs at Arrowhead. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On 1st down, it's Swift. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A run here with Swift. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Throwing is Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A second down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They face second down and 7. On the ground, it's Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On third down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Richardson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first down, it's Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Richardson. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Panther first down.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Richardson to throw. To the tight end, Likely. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, Achane. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Richardson gonna look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A run up the middle with Achan. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Richardson. It is brought in the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And that is no good again. It'll be his 2nd missed extra point of this afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Sending it downfield for Likely.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Out comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throw under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 21-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Now Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. York now for the extra point. The kick here is good. Add 1 more point, and that takes us to the end of the 1st half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Bucks who were able to come in and win one on the road. Baker Mayfield, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the handoff, this is H.M. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now H.A. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's a give to H.M. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's H.A. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Richardson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Panthers. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Bears 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
And for the 2nd straight offseason, it's kind of hard to believe Mike Swift kind of finds himself in a new place every year. This time it's with Chicago. Just a year ago, over 1,000 yards rushing, and he's going to be looking to build off that last year's success.
And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They will run it over center with Swift. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Give up the middle with Swift. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And he'll be taken down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will cut the lead down to 4.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Richardson. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the 2nd half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll get this to about midfield. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. TJ Edwards there on the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go. Now Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. Duvernay with the grab. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Richardson to throw. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the ground is H.A. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First down, Carolina.
On the carry, here's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On second down, Richardson. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's Achane. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal. It's the tight end Likely in motion. One more time, it's Achane. And he will power his way into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
York, good on the extra point. And the Panthers are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now Swift. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
That one taken in. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, got to be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This is Turner. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. They'll run with A-Chain. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A run up the middle with Achan. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 2nd down, Achan. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now, Achan. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll try and run it with Brooks. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. Here's Achan. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They face 2nd down and 7. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. On the handoff, this is Achan. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achan. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Achan. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
First down, Panthers.
So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on